Hey guys, before we start the video, I just wanted to take a moment to thank everyone for subscribing. The channel reached 1,000 subscribers on Saturday, which is so cool to me. It's all thanks to you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, obviously, and sharing the videos. This couldn't have happened without your support. So to everyone, thank you very much. Now, on with the video. How's it going, guys? Welcome to today's video. My goal today is to get this squeeze chute finally ready for paint. I don't know if we're gonna get that far today, but we're gonna try. That's what's going on today on Farmer Tyler Ranch. So before welding these arches on that we made in the last video, I decided to trim these ends up so that they fit down flush on the top of the squeeze chute. So before I went ahead and welded the arches on, I took the time to climb up there with the flap wheel and sand off all of the old paint and rust that was still on the chute. When you're welding something on there where strength is going to be pretty important, it's a good idea to go ahead and clean up the metal first, and that will remove any impurities that might cause porosity in the welds. Alright, so I've got these arches all fitted up here, and actually I think they came out really good. Originally I was thinking about putting a gusset in this triangle area here, but since I cut these the way I did, I'm going to have so much weld there that I don't think a gusset's really necessary. After I get the cross piece in there, I'll probably add some more support and some braces in there. But yeah, after we do that, this should be plenty strong enough. So we got the arches welded on and everything's looking good there. The next step is to weld the picking eye on. Now the picking eye, as I think I went over before, is going to weld in between the two arches. So the only thing that we need to consider here is where the balance point is on the squeeze chute front to back. Because when you pick it up from the picking eye, you want it to be balanced and pick up evenly, not have the front high or the tail high. So we need to determine a way of figuring out where the balance point is. So it's not really possible to try to hang it from these rafters. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't support the weight. So the only other thing that I can think is I can put a beam underneath there, and then wherever the squeeze chute balances on the beam, we'll figure that's going to be the balance point. I'm not for sure, but I'm pretty sure that that will work. So let's try it out and see what happens. So this is probably one of the more sketchy things I've done out here in the shop, but it seems to be working. I just need to get this thing up. I think the beam is going to have to be near the center, but slightly towards the front. So we're going to start there, see where we're at. Alright, so I've let the squeeze chute all the way down onto the beam, and the back end is still on the ground, so that means we need to move the beam a little bit further back. Okay, so I've got most of the tension off of those straps. Front end is up and the back end is also off the ground. So I think that is going to be our balance point right there. Starting from the bottom, we go straight up to the top. That puts our balance point basically right even with the edge of this piece of tube. So if I put that picking eye right up there, it should be just about right. What are you guys doing in here? Okay, so this is the picking eye and chain hook, or whatever you want to call it, that we're going to use. Actually, I'll show you how I made that real quick right here. Alright guys, so this is the cross member that we're going to use for the chute, and the first thing I need to do is cut out a little hole here for the picking eye to go into. So before I put it on, I went ahead and beveled these edges, and that'll just make a stronger weld, and I got all the rust off of there too, which will also make a stronger weld. You don't have to bevel every single edge that you weld, but strength is going to be pretty critical on this piece, so that's why I went ahead and did that. Well, I guess we can weld it on there. Alright guys, well, we got that picking eye welded in, and that thing's pretty stout. I was thinking about gusseting the corners, but I don't think it's going to be necessary because that's pretty heavy tube, and it's not like we're going to be lifting this up and moving it around every day. It's just probably going to be once on the trailer, once off the trailer, and the people that are buying it will put it where they want it, and I'm thinking that's where it's going to stay. So I think we're going to call this good. The next time you see this chute, it's going to be painted and completely finished, and I'm not sure when that's going to be, but we're pretty much done with any of the, what I would call, interesting parts of the build. All that's really left to do is just like plug these holes and just do some finish work like that, and then this thing's going to be done. If you enjoyed the video, leave me a comment and let me know, and be sure to check out parts 1 through 4 of this build series. Thanks for hanging out with me in the shop today, guys, and I hope I'll see you again on Farmer Tyler Ranch.